A very, very good morning to our ma'am and chairman, sir. Our managing trustee, ma'am, Mrs. S.C. Broughton, is arriving. We'll be inaugurating the event. Grace Julien Memorial Inter-School Quiz will be inaugurated by our managing trustee, madam, Mrs. S.E. Broughton. Can we have a big round of applause in the hall? We also welcome the other dignitaries. We have our Director of Education, Mr. Terence John, sir. We also have our Chairman, Mr. J.G. Broughton, in the hall. We extend our hearty welcome to the... We also have Mr. Joshua Broughton, the trustee member. We extend our heartful thanks and our warm welcome to all the managing trustee members and the participating schools with their accompanying teachers. We'll request everyone to sit down. We'll start the event shortly.
Good morning to all. We are just waiting for 5 more minutes. We are waiting for our students to come down. We had asked them to wait till all the participating schools come down first. So just give us 5 more minutes and we'll be starting the program.
Students, please settle down and maintain silence in the hall. To initiate this event, I would like to request our principal sir to come on stage, Mr. Siddharth Dey. He would be coming on stage and enlightening us through the journey of the quiz competition.
Good morning, everyone. Student, please be seated. We'll begin today's program from the verse Proverbs chapter 9. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A warm welcome to our Managing Trustee, Ma'am A.C. Broughton, our Chairman Sir, Mr. J.G. Broughton, our Board of Trustee, Mr. Joshua Broughton, our Director of Education, Mr. Terence John, and our Honorable other principals, vice principals, and the guest teachers of renowned school, and my amazing team of teachers and my loving students. All of you are Einstein in making. Today, on behalf of Julien Day School, Kolkata, I am thrilled to have you here today as celebrate the spirit of scientific inquiry and friendly competition. Get ready to test your knowledge and engage in some exciting intellect sparring. Let the quest knowledge begin. It's wonderful to see many enthusiastic faces ready to dive into the journey of knowledge. Today's quiz is not just about winning or losing, it is about exploring the power of knowledge. Remember, each question is a chance to learn something new. Even if we don't know the answer immediately, someone once said, every great answer starts with a good question. So let's all give ourselves a big round of applause. Now I'll hand over the mic to the Vice Principal, Mr. Joyita Chatterjee. Ma'am, please.
A very good morning to one and all. Before we proceed further into today's event, I would like to share a few facts about a great lady, late Mrs. Grace Julien. Late Mrs. Grace Julien laid the foundation of Julien Day School, Kolkata. Our founder, Mrs. Julien, was an eminent teacher and much interested in science. It is in our honor of the founder we have introduced the science quiz this year. We would like her legacy to continue, and the science quiz will be one of the many events we'll be hosting every year in this school in her memory. Without much delay, let me quickly introduce the quiz master and his team. Mr. Anton Mukherjee, the quiz master for today. With him we have Shamrat Sengupta. Let me share a few facts about the team with you. Mosado Knowledge Foundation has been working extensively for the cause of co-curriculum knowledge, especially quizzing. They host the world's biggest quiz festival, Kolkata International Quiz Festival, in the month of January every year, with quizzers from all across the country and even outside countries participating in it. They organize quizzes across schools, colleges, and corporates all over India, and even help schools form and run their quiz clubs and classes. Representing Mosado today is its founding member, Mr. Shamrat Sengupta, who is an award-winning marketer with experience across companies like Nestle, ITC, PepsiCo, and Diageo. An alumnus of IIM Kolkata, he is currently the Vice President of one of the Aditya Birla Group companies. An avid quizzer, Shamrat Sengupta enjoys conducting and participating in quizzes. He has been the co-founder of the world's biggest quiz festival, the KIQF, and the Knowledge Annual. He is a traveler and sports enthusiast who actively follows all kinds of sports and plays tennis and football. Shamrat Sengupta strongly feels that action speaks louder than words, and he lives by example by contributing to society via Rotary International and Freemasonry. I'm really grateful to all the principals for sending their teams. The following schools are taking part today. We have 17 schools participating. They are Young Horizon School, Sefi Golden Jubilee English Public School, St. Paul's Mission School, Seventh-day Adventist School, St. Paul's Boarding and Day School, Khalsa English High School, the Bhawanipur Gujarati Education Society, St. John's Diocesan Girls Higher Secondary School, Sri Shikshayatan School, Assembly of God Church, Tollygunge, Union Chapel, La Martiniere for Boys, Kolkata, Julien Day Group of Schools, Kolkata, Ganganagar, Kalyani and Howrah, and finally St. Xavier's Collegiate School. The rules will be explained in detail by the quiz master, but few things I would like to clarify before the show begins. After the preliminary round, you'll be having a short break. So requesting all participants before the show begins, if you have your mobile phones with you, kindly hand it over to the accompanying teacher. The participants should not be having their mobile phones on them. A gentle reminder to all to maintain silence and to keep your mobile phones on the silent mode. The decision of the quiz master will be final. In case you have any query or you do not agree with anything, you may refer to that issue through your teacher to either the principal or the vice principal of Julien Day School, Kolkata. You will not directly question or ask the quiz master. If you feel you do not agree with something, then it is through your teacher to the principal of this school. Let me end with a quote. The mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be ignited. All the best to all the participants. Over to Mr. Shamrat Sengupta and Anton Mukherjee for today's event.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Good morning and a warm welcome once again to all of you to Grace Julien Memorial's Science Quiz Competition. I think yesterday I was in the school and was trying to look at the arrangement which was supposed to made for today. And let me tell you the feedback what I initially gave. I really like to congratulate the teachers and staff of this school to make such lovely arrangement, because it's not a very big auditorium, but in spite of that, the arrangements what they have made really, I think, deserve a big round of applause. And thank you so much to all of you. And I was also mentioning that recently I got to know that one of the prominent schools in South Calcutta, a very prominent one, has actually done away with their quiz club and has started AI classes instead. And something and it's certainly a very ironical, in the sense that if you're going to actually kind of curb down the curiosity within the kids and children, I don't know what would the usage of AI to in the future, right? If you're not curious enough, AI would be of no use to any of you. And I'm very happy to see so many schools sending their students and the teachers accompanying them for this today's quiz. And so how many of you are first time quizzers? Making your debut here? Oh, many of you, right? Oh, lovely. And who are quizzers, not typically science quizzes, but general quizzes? Mostly nervous because it's science quiz I know that obviously it's something different ball game because I have not been a student of science, so but still, obviously, quizzing is something which I think is the most popular mind sport, I would like to call it, and not only generates curiosity and our hunger to seek for more knowledge, right? I think I'm very happy that this school has embarked upon getting this kind of events in the school, right? It's not only a quiz, but a science quiz. I think we can conduct quizzes on, in fact, any topic under the sun. So, so without, I think, wasting further time, we'll start. For the first time quizzes, we'll definitely let you more about as we progress. Okay. So we'll have a prelims. Fine. Okay. So we'll have a prelims, and I have with me my quiz master Anton Mukherjee. Yeah. Right. It's working. So we'll do a quick AV check and let you know. So it'll be prelims followed by a final. So there are 17 teams here, right? So 8 teams will qualify for the final on stage. Okay. And Julien school has been the group of schools have been very gracious enough that they would be giving away certificates to all the participants, just to let you know, and it will be given after the end of the quiz, right, sir? Yeah. And so let's hope let's have the best of the 8 teams qualify for the final. We'll do a quick AV check. It's not a science question, for sure.
Look into my eyes, you will see.
Okay, nothing to do with science. Who's the original singer?
You mean to
Anybody knowing who's the original singer? Nobody has a clue? None of you have heard about Bryan Adams? Don't tell me. Okay. And the movie? Have you seen the movie? Okay. Okay. All hardcore science people, it seems, right? So nobody has. Okay. This is Robin Hood and the Prince of Thieves, and the actor was obviously Academy Award-winning actor Kevin Costner. Okay. A little bit about us. I think ma'am gave us a lovely introduction still. So we host world's biggest quiz festival, Kolkata International Quiz Festival, and this is the first time we had a school quiz or any kind of quiz happening in Victoria Memorial last year. We have been doing this for last 12 years. We also hold the India Book of Records for conducting a quiz for 51 lakh plus students across 50,000 plus schools on a single day on 17th of August last year, 2024, almost similar time. So we have been doing curating and conducting quizzes for institutions, curating and doing researches for TV shows like KBC, Dadagiri of the world, and doing a lot of other stuff as well. And this is mostly we are doing out of passion. We also have I think relaunching. We have got a website called knowledge.com, absolutely free for students, everybody else, to access info, facts and trivia. It's getting relaunched soon. Coming back to the quiz, okay? 20 questions prelims. Please, mark it. I think it's better you write down your numbers 1 to 20, and question number 5, 10, 15, 19 and 20 are star mark questions. Okay? So most of the, obviously write the name of your school as well as your name. Okay? So in case of a tie in the final, the teams with the highest prelim score will automatically win the tiebreaker. So obviously your prelim scores are very important for the quiz, right? 5, 10, 15, 19 and 20. And in case of any doubt, you can ask multiple questions to any of us. Okay? Don't worry. We absolutely will be very glad to answer all your queries, all your clarifications, any doubts you have. Ma'am said that obviously the quizmaster decision would be final, but that doesn't mean that we'll do whatever. Yeah. Yeah, star mark questions will give an extra edge. Example, two of the teams get the same marks, right? So one with the highest, more star mark answers will get an edge. So in case of a tie, even your star mark questions will give you an edge. More, if you get more star mark questions correct, you will get an edge over the other team. Okay? So if you have all the teams scoring maybe 20 points, 20 out of 20. So whoever gets more star mark questions will qualify. Right? Okay? Yeah. No, only one. Only one. You have to submit only one. So you're first time quizzer, right? You're a first time quizzer. Okay. So only one, obviously. You have to answer as a team, not an individual, right? So end of the day, you have to submit only one answer sheet. Okay, could we start? Right. Question number 1 to 10 would be asked by me, and Anton will follow. Starting with the first question of this quiz. In 1981, Rauli village in Balasinor, Gujarat was found to be a hatchery site with thousands of fossilized eggs unearthed. It is now dubbed the dash dash of India, named after a famous film. Fill in the blanks. So it's a science quiz. Everything would be related to science in some way or the other. It doesn't mean that I'm going to ask you direct textbook questions from chemistry, physics, biology or some other field of science. But it'll have, every question would have a science connect for sure. Pretty workable ones. Even if you don't know, look at the question carefully. There are loads of hints in the question itself. Thousands of fossilized eggs. It is now dubbed the dash dash of India. Obviously it's a 2-word answer. Named after a very famous film which has created multiple franchises. I'm sure all of you will now get this. Right? Also indicative, the sizes of the two blanks. The first one is bigger, the second one is smaller. I'll keep giving you loads of hints so that all of you get answers, right? So our idea is not to make you feel that you don't know anything. Okay, rack your brains. Right? We'll move on to the next one. Question number 2. Employed at Raytheon in 1941, American physicist Percy Spencer noticed a candy bar melted in his pocket near a magnetron, leading to the invention of what common household device? If you know what a magnetron is, it should help you. So he noticed a candy bar actually melted in his pocket near a magnetron. Does he think something melting, and what could actually lead to he inventing what? Very common household device. I'm sure that in today's world, every household is having this device. It's a must have in today's world actually. Anybody blocking clues? Any more clues? You're blocking clues. You're blocking clues, or you want me to give further clues? Okay, so I'm looking for a 2-word answer, if that helps. Okay, question number 3. Now everybody should get this. Deoxyribonucleic acid is a self-replicating material that is present in all living organisms. It is made up of two linked strands that wind up around each other to resemble a twisted ladder, a shape known as a double helix. How do we know it better? Deoxyribonucleic acid how do we know it better? So you almost gave away the answer to everybody else. No, this is simple one. I will not give away the. I think you have already. People would have heard the answer. How do we know this better? So don't think any complicated stuff. Simple answer. Question number 4. A kilogram is a way of representing the intensity and latitude of what natural phenomena over a period of time which are produced by the interaction of the solar wind and Earth's magnetosphere. It is derived from the Inuit word of the phenomena Kuit. So there are again loads of clues here. Look at, it's a natural phenomena which is produced by the interaction of solar wind and Earth's magnetosphere, and it is derived from an Inuit word. If you know Inuit language, right, where does the Inuit language come from? And natural phenomena, people actually travel a lot to see this kind of natural phenomena. I'll encourage you, I'll keep giving more and more clues so that all of you get this kind of questions. Again, a simple one-word answer I'm looking for. If you give the both the versions also, it's good enough. Okay, question number 5. During his visit to Florence, John Milton met which blind figure who appears as the Tuscan artist in Paradise Lost? Obviously you have heard about Milton's Paradise Lost. Is the only contemporary of Milton mentioned by name in the epic and is referred thus: by night the glass off, less assured observes imagined lands and regions in the moon. Again clue. So we generally ask questions which would have multiple hints in the question itself. Look at the again question carefully. Visit to Florence. Florence is the connect, right? One of the key connect of this for this answer. Which blind figure? You already had his left eye, I think, was semi-blind for most of his life, but the later part of his life he became completely blind. This is a science question. Observed, imagine lands and regions in the moon. So loads of clues. Now you combine them and get the answer. I think Florence is the most important link here. Okay, question number 6. In this clip, we can listen to his reply when he was asked by the Indian Prime Minister how his health has been.
मैं यहाँ बिल्कुल ठीक हूँ, सुरक्षित हूँ। आप सबके आशीर्वाद और प्यार की वजह से बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है। बहुत नया एक्सपीरियंस है ये, और कहीं ना कहीं बहुत सारी चीज़ें ऐसी हो रही हैं जो दर्शाती हैं कि मैं और मेरे जैसे बहुत सारे लोग हमारे देश में और हमारा भारत किस दिशा में जा रहा है।
Okay, easy one, relevant, topical, not very old. Okay, science, some form of science. Yeah, who spoke, right? Who spoke? Question number 7. Could be slightly tougher, but in the world of AI, you should know this person. Developed by Anthropic and named after father of information theory. This AI model prides itself on ethical guardrails known as constitutional AI. What is the name of this conversational AI system? So if you know this person, you also know this answer. It's also named after this person. So I think, yeah, maybe I think this has been slightly tougher one, but I'm sure that you guys know AI much better than us. So even if you give me the name of this person, I'll give it to you. So that's it. Question number 8. In section 14, John Napier wrote a major work in mathematics which he called Midifici and Dash Canonis Descriptio. Okay? Which word is missing in the title of the work, which consists of 57 pages of excerpts and explanations and 90 pages of tables? Just imagine 90 pages of tables. What it could be? Very essential part of your curriculum. If you are studying science and mathematics. Okay, question number 9. Which animal class is named from the Greek for double life? Again, vocable. Double life. Class of animal which can double life. Just think of animal which can exist in different kind of situations. Class of animals. Very common answer. Not a very complicated one again. Yeah, go for the obvious. If you have any multiple choices in your mind, go for the obvious. That's the basic quizzing rule. And last one coming up from my side.
We knew the world would not be the same. Few people laughed. Few people cried. Most people were silent. I remembered the line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. Vishnu is trying to persuade the prince that he should do his duty, and to impress him takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." I suppose we all thought that one way or another.
Okay. Name this American scientist, very famous. I'm sure all of you have seen the real version of this scientist for sure. Right? And any more clues you need? Or I'm sure all of you have got this. Okay. Very famous scientist. Yeah. Over to Anton for the next set of 10 questions.
Okay, thank you, Shomrat. Quick note, if you're writing two answers, we'll take the first answer. Okay, so if you are thinking that I'll give options for the quizmaster to choose, we are not going to choose. We are going to take the first answer, right? So make your choices. Okay, 11 to 20 set of my questions coming up. First is very interesting. So to prevent bias or dominance of one language over another, which dead language was chosen for scientific names, since it is not associated with any living culture? So you have seen scientific names, right? So you always read scientific names. So which dead language was chosen to be used in scientific names, particularly so that there was no bias, right? Simple. Okay, which dead language? That is question number 11. Go to question 12. Which common Indian spice, I'm looking at the name of a spice, contains a chemical called curcumin with anti-inflammatory properties? Think of Indian spices which has anti-inflammatory properties. A very, very popular ones, I'm sure all of you have seen. So which Indian spice is this? The spicing of the quiz. It's a common, very, very common. I'm sure all of you have it. Yes. Anti-inflammatory properties is inflammation happens when you get hurt or something like that. যেটা বাংলায় বলে ফুলে যাওয়া, so it's anti-inflammatory, right? So when you have this, you use this spice, it has anti-inflammatory properties. Okay, so which spice is this? That's number 12. 13, simple one, all of you should get this. Some questions like this are for all of you to get. So give me the scientific name for which metal was taken from the Greek hydrargyros, meaning liquid silver. So very, very simple one. Liquid silver. Which metal looks like liquid silver, and therefore I need the name of the metal. So that's number 13 for you. I'll go to number 14. Okay, very interesting question. There's something called hope spots. Now, what are hope spots? Hope spots are marine areas that are considered scientifically critical to the ocean's health and needs special protection, right? Like what you get in Australia, coral reef for an example. So there are hope spots, and they very, very interestingly use the word hope because there is hope to better the marine environment. So in the list of 50 global hope spots, which two Indian locations find a space? Right? Which two Indian locations find a space? Two places, yes. You have to give me two places. If one of it is correct, I'll give you half points. Don't worry. So half points going on this, but I need the name of two places. There are 50 global hope spots. India has two. Which are those two in India? Another simple question. That's number 14. Number 15 would be a star mark question. I hope you're marking 5, 10. This is 15 would be your third star mark question. And this is your 15 right from the India-England test series. So what is Anshul Kamboj's jersey number? It's a science quiz. Now claimed to be an indirect tribute to a Soviet inventor. So the jersey number is claimed to be an indirect tribute to a Soviet inventor. So what is Anshul Kamboj's jersey number? He's been using the same jersey number in his CSK t-shirt also. So what is his jersey number? So think of whichever angle you want to think from cricket, from science, from India, from Russia, take your choice, but give me a number. Okay, this is Anshul Kamboj and jersey number. Absolute current affairs. I'll go to number 16. What will you find at 300 Hidden Figures Way, Washington DC, United States? Science quiz. Give me a answer. I would rather put whose headquarters this is. Somebody's headquarters. very much in news in the past few weeks and months. A huge space of aspiration for a lot of budding scientists and science students. You would love to go to this place and just see, experience whatever they have achieved. So what will you find at 300 Hidden Figures Way, Washington DC, United States? Whose headquarters? So that's number 16. Number 17 for you is which element most commonly used in semiconductors gave name to the Santa Clara Valley, one of the wealthiest regions in the world. Okay, keywords. Santa Clara Valley is a keyword. Just look at it. Element. Think about an element name that has been used in the name of a place, so you can figure out this. And wealthiest, one of the wealthiest regions in the world. Very, very important clue that. Right? You've all heard about this term, this place, the word that is used, which has the name of an element in it. So that's number 17 for you. I'll go to number 18. So because it has the highest frequency and shortest wavelength within the visible spectrum, which color of light has the highest energy per photon? Which color of light? So lights from your book, a little bit more about them. Think about which color of light this can be. Has the highest frequency and shortest wavelength. Okay, take a guess if you don't know. Not to worry, you might just be right. Okay, number 19. So last month, just offshore from Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula, a mega earthquake shook the region with a magnitude of 8.8, releasing several times more energy than the largest nuclear bomb ever detonated. Now its epicenter was in a subduction zone. Now this subduction zone was the Pacific tectonic plate colliding with and sinking below the Eurasian plate. So that's why this tremendously strong earthquake that happened and the tsunami that happened. Now these earthquakes have a special name. So they are not called earthquakes. They are called something else, right? Because of the magnitude and where it happens. So both of these are important when such a term is given. You have read it in newspapers. That's a word which has been used for this earthquake. It's quite a common word for earthquakes that has happened. So an earthquake in Japan also had a similar word used. The California earthquake had a similar word used. So what is this word? Just work out the answer. It's there in the question. You read the question carefully. You can find the answer even if you don't know. Okay, just put few things here and there. Create a word if required and put it as the answer. Fine. So it's not an earthquake. It's something else. What is that word? 19 is a star mark question. So I'll not give any further hint, but I'll just say that the answer is right here if you can work it out. Okay, good. 19 gone. Last question of the prelims, question number 20. Looking at this image, give me the name of a famous Indian scientist integral to it. Look at this image. It's a logo of a company, a very, very old Indian company. Now, what you need to do is you have to name a famous scientist who is integral to it. A very famous Indian scientist. If I ask you to list 5 Indian scientists, his name should be there. So he's that famous. So give me a name of a very famous Indian scientist. Okay, another last of the star mark questions. Last of the question of this quiz. So we'll do a quick rollback for you guys, right? We'll do a rollback. We'll touch on the questions again in case you have missed something. So you can quickly take a note of. So this is a great time when you revise your answers. Yes. This is a logo. Think about it. You've seen this kind of a structure in your science book. So if that helps. So that was your question number 20, star mark question. I hope you have written the name of your school, your name on top of the paper, so that, you know, after we correct it, we can give it back to the right teams. We know who have qualified and who have not. Number 19 was this earthquake that happened, that created tsunami. It was such a, it had such magnitude, and where it occurred. So it's not called an earthquake, it is called something else. What is it that I'm looking for? Is a one-word answer for number 19. Sorry, number 18 is which color of light is I'm looking for? Shortest wavelength, highest frequency, and therefore highest energy per photon. So which color of light? Number 17, element commonly used in semiconductors, gives name to Santa Clara Valley, which is one of the wealthiest regions in the world. So which element is this? Number 16, what will you find at 300 Hidden Figures Way, Washington DC, United States? That was number 16. Number 15 is Anshul Kamboj's jersey number. So if you watch the test series, you might have seen him and might remember his jersey number, even if you don't think of a Russian scientist or an inventor who's invented something. Number 14 is Hope Spots, 2 Indian locations which find a place in the list of 50 global hope spots. 13 is scientific name for which metal, meaning liquid silver. That was number 13. Number 12 is common Indian spice, very, very common, with anti-inflammatory properties. So that's number 12. Number 11. So which dead language was chosen for scientific names? I need the name of a dead language here. And I'll pass on to Shamrat for his set of 10.
Yeah, obviously this American scientist you have to identify. Should be pretty easy one. Which animal class is named from the Greek word for double life? Obviously because of their nature and maybe adaptability. So question number 8. Which word is missing in the title of the work? Obviously think mathematics more than science. Question number 7. Name of this conversational AI system named after this famous personality related to AI. Whose voice? I think you all heard the voice, right? I'm not playing again. You want me to play again?
मैं यहाँ बिल्कुल ठीक हूँ, सुरक्षित हूँ, आप सबके आशीर्वाद और प्यार की वजह से बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, बहुत नया एक्सपीरियंस है ये, और कहीं ना कहीं बहुत सारी चीज़ें ऐसी हो रही हैं जो दर्शाती हैं कि मैं और मेरे जैसे बहुत सारे लोग हमारे देश में और हमारा भारत किस दिशा में जा रहा है.
Right, loads of clues again. This was obviously the Florence Connect, person who was blind and later become blind, completely blind and all. So and if you know that, I think the imagined lands and regions in the moon is also one very big giveaway clue. Which natural phenomena I am talking about here? Deoxyribonucleic acid. I think all of you should get this after one of the teams give away the answer. So question number 2, what common household device I'm talking about? And the first one, it is now dubbed the dash dash of India. Should be a pretty easy one again. Okay. So I think most of the questions have been very walkable, other than 1 or 2 maybe, but that's for how we keep our quizzes like. And So I'll just give you maybe a 10-20 more seconds to just wind up, and then I'll request any volunteer if they can collect the answer sheets. Sorry, yeah. There's no negative marking, please. No, there's no negative marking in prelims. If there's any negative marking, we'll mention right on the slide itself, right? So it's nothing. So we encourage people to try. So there's no negative, please. Even if you don't know anything about this, go for an answer. Yes. Sorry, could you be? Yeah, this is 8. John Napier. So, I'm telling you, all of you have heard about John Napier. At least you have read about him in your textbooks for sure. He's attributed for inventing something which has complicated our lives. When obviously, yeah, absolutely. Well, obviously simplifying for many of us, but complicating the students like that. So, okay, are there any science teachers over here? Anybody here? Any of the teachers who is accompanying their students from a science background? Nobody? Oh, okay, ma'am. So, did you like the questions? Thank you. You also, ma'am? Okay. Which school are you from? Okay. Nice. And ma'am, you are from? 7th. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, we'll give away the answers and then we'll take some 10-15 minutes time to correct that, and then we'll let you know which all teams will qualify for the final. Please ensure that you submit only one sheet, okay? None of the teams should submit 2 sheets because it will create a confusion that which one we need to accept. Okay, all of you have submitted? Alright, okay. We have got, I think there's 17 teams, right? Okay. So we'll give away the answers, and are there any audience prizes? Yeah. So I need somebody here to help me with the audience prizes. I'll ask the questions, obviously. Let me see who can answer. Okay. You got the answer? Yeah, tell me. Jurassic Park, very good. This is indeed Jurassic Park. Who all got this? Oh, many of you, very good. Invention of what common household device? Microwave oven, very good. Good answer. Okay, I think you gave away the answer. DNA, absolutely, DNA. Natural phenomena I'm talking about? Wait. Yeah. I'll give it to you. Auroras. It's whether borealis or australis won't matter. It is aurora. Very good. Indeed, auroras. Question number 5. Let's see. Yeah. Galileo. Very good answer. Galileo was from Florence. And obviously it spoke about lands and regions on the moon, right? So, extremely good answer. Very good. Whose voice? Not Rakesh Sharma? Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. This is Shubhangshu Shukla. So, could we, yeah. Not Alan Turing. Claude, brilliant answer. Possibly the answer of the day so far. Very good answer. This is Claude. By the way, are you the substitute team member for any school? Which school are you from? Okay. Who are your other teammates? You can look at replacing also. No, I don't know. Sure. Okay. This is Claude. Yep. Claude Shannon. John Napier. Anybody? Wait, I'll wait for the. Oh, everybody is raising hand from this side. Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was not being able to hear. Absolutely. This is logarithms. Absolutely. So are you the maths teacher? Incidentally, right? Oh, and you seem to be very popular. So much of applause for you. Okay. Which animal class? Yeah, you. Amphibian, very good. This is amphibian. And the last one? Oppenheimer. How are you so sure? You have seen him? Okay, great. Okay, with this I'll hand over to Anton. Very good.
Okay, some wonderful answers coming from the audience. Few more. Yes, which language? Simple. Latin, yeah, we'll go with Latin on this. So go pretty fast. Spice, turmeric or haldi, both okay. So we'll give prizes for the difficult ones, okay? This is Mercury, full house, great. And hope spots, 2 locations. Andaman and Lakshadweep, half points going in this. Very good answer, teams. Andaman and Lakshadweep, the 2 islands that we have. '47, yes. And this is who can give me the name of the Soviet inventor? Kalashnikov. Who said from there? Very good. This is AK-47, Mikhail Kalashnikov. So that's his jersey number 47. Very, very good answer. NASA. Excellent. NASA is the place. This is the headquarters of NASA. How many of you have been to NASA or want to be to NASA? Great. Scientists and big hands. Silicon Valley is what I'm looking for. Silicon Valley. So that silicon is good enough as an answer. Don't worry. So this is Silicon Valley that I'm talking about. Violet is the color. Violet is the color. Very good. Okay, which word is this? Not seismic waves. Not tsunami. Come here. Mega quake is the answer. You have it right in the question. Mega earthquake is mega quake. I told you it's there in the question itself. Very good crack. Even if you don't know, you can find the answer in the question. So that's mega quake. So it's a mega earthquake. So mega quake. And this is Same hand, new hand. Let me see new hand. Okay. Tell me, you. Not Bipin Chandra Pal. Not Bidhan Chandra. Name the scientist. Ma'am. Absolutely right. That's Acharya Prafullo Chandra Roy, and that was Bengal Chemicals. That was the logo of Bengal Chemicals. You could see the shape in the logo. I'll go back to the logo if you guys want to see it again. This is Bengal Chemicals logo, and that's Acharya Prafullo Chandra Roy. So we'll take about 10 minutes to check your answer sheets and come up with the 8 teams who will be on stage. Meanwhile, if you want to go to the washroom and get refreshed, please do so.
Please be seated. Now, some interesting fact I want to tell you. Who are from St. John Diocesan? Please raise your hand. Now, today you are here for Grace Julien Memorial Quiz. So, you know, the ma'am Grace Julien was a teacher in your school from 1940 to 1947. So she was there, and now our managing trustee, Ma'am Broughton, was a student of St. John Diocesan School. So it is so nice to have St. John Diocesan because it is a lot of memory. Ma'am is also sitting over here. Now there is a break for 10 minutes. The students. Okay.
The Lifetime Achievement Award we have. What we're looking at right now is an inspiration, someone that also have made sure that education is not just limited to teaching, but also this is S.C. Broughton. The Lifetime Achievement Award being handed over by Mr. Ved Prakash and Professor Vinda Rao.
Stop, ladies and gentlemen, keep them going. This is role model and inspiration that we're seeing in front of you, and it's been our order.
One is of Otto Bismarck when he took over as the Chancellor of.
The visual that you see on the screen right now is our managing trustee ma'am getting the Lifetime Achievement Award. Can we have a big round of applause for her?
One is of Otto Bismarck when he took over as the Chancellor of devastated Germany.
This award was given by Times Now.
That our generals have let us down in the battlefield, but I hope that our teachers will help us build a great Germany. Unquote. We have teachers. We have encoded. Here is the teacher in using somewhat different semantics of a national legacy, which some of us would find it hard to preserve when we wrote. So that no nation can rise above the level of its teachers. Here is the teacher who has done fabulous work and left behind a legacy which some of us would find it hard to preserve. So heartiest congratulations to you, ma'am, and we wish you all the best in a long and healthy life. Thank you very much for your time and contribution.
Okay, so now I would request the participating schools to climb up to room number OB11 and OB16. Accompanying teachers, you can help the students.
The students, those who have taken part in the preliminary round, you are requested to go to the first floor. Julien Day School teachers are there to help you out. The accompanying teachers, kindly be seated in the hall. Kindly be seated in the hall. Your tea will be served here. Only the participants and the reserved participants, kindly come out. Only the participants and the reserved participant, please come out. The participants and the reserved participants kindly proceed to the first floor classrooms. The teachers are there to guide you. The accompanying teachers of the various schools kindly be seated here. There will be a 10-minute break for your answers to be corrected. And then we will go on to the final round. The reserve candidates are also requested to come to the first floor. The reserve candidates are also requested to come to the first floor.
Hello, check. Hello. Hello. Hello, check. Hello, check. Hello, check.
Is okay?
Hello, check. One is out, one is in.
Once again, we have all the participants here in the hall. You're welcome once again inside the hall for the next round. I will hand over the microphone to the quiz masters
What we're
again.
looking at right now is an
Let's hope for the
inspiration,
best.
someone
All the
that
best to all of you.
Okay, we are back, and we are back for the finals. So it was a very, very close prelims, by the way, and a big round of applause to all of you for answering all, the questions. And it was quite a high-scoring prelims. Okay, I'll start with a school called Julien de Kolkata. Where are you? Please stand up, Julien de Kolkata. Give a big round of applause to this team. Wonderfully done. You miss out on making it in the top 8 by half a point. So we thought that we'll give you 2 chocolates. Shomrat, if you can help them with 2 chocolates. So enjoy the chocolate and enjoy the quiz. Okay, missing out with half a point is Julien de Kolkata, but very well tried. With this, I'll come to the top 8 teams who are making it on stage. The team with the highest point in the quiz is the team from St. Paul's Boarding and Day School. They got 15 with 2 stars. Please come up here. And what you get is an option to choose wherever you want to sit. Okay, pick up your spot. This is St. Paul's Boarding and Day School. Which table you want? This is table 1. That's table 8. So you're taking which table? Table 1. So, okay, great. So St. Paul's Boarding is in table 1. Please put the name of the school. Okay, 1 point behind them is St. Paul's Mission School. On 14. Very well done, St. Paul's Mission. Which table? Pick up it's your choice. You've scored high, so you get the choice. This is which table you're coming to? So table number 3 for St. Paul's Boarding, St. Paul's Mission, sorry. Okay, coming third with 13 and 3 stars is the Assembly of God Church. May I have Assembly of God Church on stage? Quickly tell me which table. 7. They are on table number 7. This is 7. Assembly of God Church, table 7. Okay, coming next with 13 and 3 stars again is Khalsa English High School. Very well done, Khalsa. Come over. Tell me your table number. 6. Khalsa is in table 6. So that's where Khalsa would be sitting. Table number 6. Okay, following Khalsa, half a point behind, 12 and a half is Julien Day School, Kolkata. The home school, please come here. What is your table number? 5, Julien Day Kolkata, 5. They have the back of the audience, of course. Okay, also 12 and a half, 2 stars is Young Horizon School. Make it to the top 8. You have got table number 8, 2 and 4 to choose from. 4 right here. Table number 4 for Young Horizon. Just check whether it's correct. Half a point behind La Martiniere for boys. 12 point. You have got table 2 and 8 to choose from. So going to table number 2, La Martiniere for boys. And the final team making it 12 points, 1 star, Sri Shikshayatan School. The second all girls team here. Sri Shikshayatan. Can we replace now or after the first round? What was it? They can replace now. Yes, of course. So they're getting substitutes in, but one replacement only. You can't replace again. One replacement only. Okay, coming up, team number 8. Okay, great to have a quiz where we have a dugout right here on the left, and we can have replacements at the beginning of any round, but only one replacement allowed, right? So you can have substitutes coming in. It's wonderful to see such a thing happening in a quiz. So your teachers and your team can make strategies and putting people in the quiz. Yes, sir. Okay, quickly checking the order of sitting. Okay, this is the score of the other teams who missed out. So Julien de Koldani was 11.5, Saifi 10.5, Julien de Howrah was 10.5. Two teams on 10, Julien de Ganganagar and Union Chapel School, they finished on 10. St. Xavier's Collegiate 9, 7th Day 8.5, Bhawanipur 8 and St. John Diocesanes on 8. So that was the entire standing at the end of the prelims. So we look at the prelim score to break a tie, if you remember. Okay, just quickly checking the table numbers. Table 1 we have St. Paul's Boarding. Table 2, just give us your name. We'll have a round of introduction. Let's see if we have all those things here. Okay, let's have a round of introduction. Tell your name, class.
I'm Kaushari Chakraborty of St. Paul's Boarding and Day School from class 11.
I'm Shreyushi Hajra from St. Paul's Boarding and Day School from class 11.
So St. Paul's Boarding is table 1. The Martiniere for Boys, table 2.
I am Vasish Rumka from La Martiniere for Boys. I'm in class 11.
I'm Siddharth Mundra from La Martiniere for Boys. I'm in class 9.
Okay, table 3 we have St. Paul's Mission School.
I am Shomonil Dash from St. Paul's Mission School, class 11.
I am Arya Lal from St. Paul's Mission School, class 10.
Okay, Young Horizon, table number 4.
This is Piyangshu Das from Young Horizon School from class 11. I'm Arito Sarkar from class 11, Young Horizon School.
Okay, Julien Day, the home school, table number 5.
I'm Sheikh Sagar of class 11. Ankit Kumar Singh from class 11 this side.
Okay, any cheering for the home school? No? Okay, so low. Okay, Khalsa, table number 6.
Chris Shaw from class 12.
Rahul Mishra from class 9B, Khas English High School.
Okay, team 7 is Assembly of God Church, Tollygunge.
I'm Samandrita Goswami from the Assembly of God Church School, class 11.
I am Jahan from Assembly of God Church School, class 11.
And table 8 is Sri Shikshayatan.
I'm Srijita Shaha from Sri Shikshayatan School, class 11.
I'm Avishi Gupta from class 11 representing Sri Shikshayatan School.
Great, so all of you, best of luck for the quiz. Have you checked your answer papers? We're going to look at the scores. Yeah, give it to me. In case of a tie, this is where we look at. So I better you have checked. Where is the answer paper? Okay, let me introduce you to the quiz. 5 rounds of quizzing. You know Pounce, Bounce. Anybody here who doesn't know what is a Pounce, what is a Bounce? We'll go through that. Yeah, you don't know? It would be better. Okay. So, Pounce. What is a bounce? Very simple. This is team 1. So, I start a question with team 1. Suppose you give me the answer. The next question starts from Khalsa. Very simple. So, it bounces. That's exactly what bounce is. If you miss, I'll ask them again. 2 chances, that's quite it. Then we shift to the next team. That's how bounce goes. Clear? All of you know bounce? Pounce. Yes, what happens is if I ask a question to say St. Paul's Boarding and Assembly of God Church also knows the answer, you can raise your hand. You have to write down the answer. I'll go and check. If you are correct, you get a plus 10. But if you are wrong in a Pounce, you get a minus 10. Okay? So if you really are sure about an answer, then only go for a Pounce. If a Pounce has, if a question has 2 parts and you are pouncing, then you need to give me both the parts, otherwise you are wrong. Clear? So just don't give me half and say I got half. No, because you are pouncing, be very sure. Correct? So that's bounce and pounce for you. Clear, all of you? Okay, we'll have good fun in this quiz. 3 rules of the quiz. Please note. 1, play fair. Okay, so even if you are getting some answer from the audience, please know that they are not always correct. So play very fair. 2, think hard. Most of the questions can be worked out, as you saw in the prelims also. So we make the questions very easy. Too many clues for you to know. If you know a little bit of science, if you have your concepts clear, you might want to get answer to most of the question. And the third, very important, the most important rule of the quiz is relax. This is just a quiz, not an examination. So any tensions anywhere, those butterflies in the stomach, please forget them. This is a quiz. We're going to enjoy the next half an hour, 45 minutes. We're going to be with you. Lots of things you can learn, know, discuss, find. So this entire exercise is what quizzing is. We'll do that in the next 45 minutes we are here. Great. So chill. We'll go to the first round. In case of a tie, of course, we know the prelim score. Just a reminder. And first round is a list it, very simple, soft round to play. You have to write down the answer. There are 9 items that you have to list. Plus 10 for each correct item. So high scoring round. If you give me all 9, you get a plus 10 bonus. Clear? Very simple. So just write 1 to 9 in your sheet of paper. Write the name of your school on top. That's how we'll start the listed round. Okay, 1 to 9, and then write the name of your school on top. So be very careful in whatever you are writing in listed. There is no negative, so don't worry about it. You must write everything in 9 slots that you are creating, right? For the maximum chance of winning. Don't worry if it's a wrong answer. You might just be right. Okay, first. So I need 3 electrical measurement devices from the clues. Can you see team 1? Okay, the one A is sensitive instrument for detecting and measuring small electric currents, often used in circuits where the current is very low. So that is what you have to write in 1. In 2, you have to write what is a specifically designed to measure the magnitude of electric current flow through a circuit and is connected in series with the circuit. So that would be 2. And 3 is a device that measures the voltage, which is the potential difference between 2 points in a circuit and is connected in parallel. So these are the 3 things that you have to list. 1, 2, 3. Clear? So what are these 3 electrical? Yes, 1, 2, 3. If the numbering is wrong, then you are wrong. So 1, 2, 3. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Good enough. Yeah. Yeah. So 3 things. 1, 2, 3. These are the 3 things you write. Great. So each of them is 10 points. Don't worry. So if you give me the first one correct, it's 10. Second one correct, it's 10. Third is. Okay? So those are the first 3. The second is list the first 6 IITs in chronological order. The oldest first of when they were founded or converted. Right? So it's very important. First 6 I need. So which is the first IIT that was founded, then the second, then the third, then the fourth. Yes. The order is important. This would be from 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so IIT Dhanbad will not be in this list to make any. So these are the 9. So first 3 and this 6. These are your 9. So don't worry, just write. This is an important order. Please put them in the right order. So IIT Dhanbad will not be in the list. It was founded in 1926 as Indian School of Mines, but it became an IIT much later. So I'm not looking at Dhanbad, all the others. Okay, it has to be in the correct order. That's how this round goes. Once you have written, please hide your papers. You're sitting very close to each other. Okay, done, all of you? 6 IITs. Okay. Great. So let's have a quick exchange of sheets. Please pass it on to the team on your left. Pass it on to the team on your left. Okay. Just check the answers. Check the answers. The first, of course, galvanometer is at 1 or A, whatever you have written. Then it is ammeter. Then it is voltmeter. Right? These are the three. Very lenient. You have written voltameter, I have given. Yeah. Okay, those are the three. Anybody, the IITs in the audience, who can tell me which are the 6 IITs in the order? The 6 IITs. Anybody trying? The 6 IITs in order of formation. Over there, where? Bolo. IIT Kharagpur, okay. Bombay. Then Delhi. Guwahati. That's 4. 2 more to go. And 5 is Kanpur. What is 6? Madras. So not in the correct order, but I think those are the 6. So Kharagpur, Bombay is 1 and 2. 3 and 4, they were in the same year, so you can have it in any order, not a problem. Kanpur and Madras. So yes. So the order has to be correct. So 1 has to be Kharagpur, then it has to be Bombay, then it has to be either Kanpur or Madras and Kanpur. That's 3, 4. 5 is Delhi and 6 is Guwahati. Okay? Okay, clear? ठीक है, all clear? Okay, quickly put the total. Once you have done the correction, put the total. Okay, you've done, put the total. So into 10. Okay, give it back to the teams. Pass it back. Just check whether it is correct. You've got yours back? Young Horizon? Okay. Okay, St. Paul's, what is your score? St. Paul's boarding school is 60, wonderful start. Le Martiniere for boys 60, St. Paul's boarding is 60. Le Martiniere for boys 50, 50. St. Paul's Mission School 40. Young Horizon 50. Julien Day School 70. Right now. Started with a bang. Khalsa is 40. Assembly of God Church 30. Assembly of God Church 30 for Sri Shikshayatan. Okay, what a start. Julien leading the quiz with 70. Can we have a look at the score? Can we look at the score here, sir? Assembly of God Church, 30. Just quickly look at the score. Let us all agree with the score. First round. Okay, here we are. St. Paul's, look at your score. St. Paul's boarding on 60. The Martiniere on 50. St. Paul's Mission on 40. Young Horizon 50. Julien Day 70 leading the quiz. Khalsa on 40. Two teams on 30. Assembly of God Church and Sri Shikshayatan. All good? Okay. I request Shamra to be here to do the second round and get into the straightforward round. 10 questions. We start Pounce and Bounce from here.
Okay, I think. Okay. All of you clear about Pounce and Bounce, right? So once you're sure, absolutely sure about the answer, you can raise your hand and write down the answer. Please don't speak out, okay? And whoever will have the question directly, the direct question going to them, should just wait for the timing. I close the Pounce and check the answers. Okay, so we'll start with team number 1, which is St. Paul's Boarding Day School. Right. Where should I stand? Okay. So you have to identify the instrumentalist and the instrument he is playing. This is a science quiz. So look at the instrumentalist. Yeah. It's a 2-part question. So if you're pouncing, you should be knowing both the parts, else you don't pounce. So for pounce you get plus 10. If you get it wrong, if you get a negative 10. For direct, on bounce you don't get any negative. You can try out. Okay. Anybody pouncing? So I'm closing the pounce in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nobody pounce. Direct first. St. Paul's Boarding and Day School. Could we have a microphone on stage? Yeah. Just keep passing this, okay? Yeah. Yep. So if you know one part of it, also go for it.
Hello. Check. Hello.
Thank you. Yeah. Who's the instrumentalist? And what instrument is playing? Go for it. You will not get any negative for trying out.
So instrumentalist, we have no idea. Instrument.
It's a science question, science quiz. Right? Okay. I'm certainly not going to ask you about R.D. Burman, S.D. Burman and other musicians. Okay. Right?
So pass.
You're passing. Lamati for boys. Please pass on the microphone.
Is the instrumentalist Satyendra Nath Bose and the
Which Bose?
Satyendra Nath Bose.
Satyendra Nath Bose. Okay. And the instrument?
Sitar.
Sitar. Okay. Just pass it on.
Pass.
You're passing? Young Horizons?
Jagadish Chandra Bose and Sitar.
Jagadish Chandra Bose and Sitar. Julien Day School, Calcutta. You will not get any negative. Go for it.
Same as this one. Jagdish Chandra Bose and Sitar.
Will not give you any extra benefit. Yeah.
Satyajit Roy and Sitar.
Satyajit Roy and Sitar. Okay, great.
Satyendranath Bose and Sitar.
Satyendranath Bose and Sitar. Could we have some other combination? Yeah.
Jagadish Chandra Bose and Veena.
Jagadish Chandra Bose and Veena. Okay, fine. We have got at least Veena. I'll keep it here. Audience, anybody trying? Yes. Absolutely. Shotendranath Bose and Israj. So who got SN Bose first? La Martiniere for boys will get 5 points. Yeah, La March for boys will get 5 points for getting Satyanath Bose, and for getting nobody got Esraj, right? Direct for St. Paul's Mission School. It's in on the bounce since you got half of it correct. In the 1960s, Dr. Louis Rice studied over 3 lakh samples to show nuclear test raised strontium 90 levels 50-fold in kids born after the tests began, leading to the partial nuclear test ban treaty. What samples did he collect? This is a landmark thing in the history of science. So what exact samples did he collect? This is slightly out of your textbooks, but one of the landmark things ever happened in science, and he studied something something to do with human anatomy, obviously. Okay, you Pounce to write down the answer. But I'm looking for a very exact answer, so you Pounce, right? Or a Pounce, not pouncing? Okay, cover it. Okay, St. Paul's Mission. I'm closing the bounce. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nobody else bounce. Okay, go for it.
The samples of the nuclear blast in Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Samples of what?
Nuclear blast that happened.
Yeah, obviously. Because of the nuclear blast, a lot of things were there, right? So what did he study?
The DNA samples of the human bodies.
DNA samples of the human body. Okay, young horizons. Just pass on the microphone.
Teeth samples.
Teeth samples, okay. Could you be a bit more specific?
Milk teeth.
Milk teeth, as in baby teeth.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you. Very good answer. This is indeed baby teeth, plus 10 for young horizons and plus 10 for La Martiniere for boys. Extremely good answer. So, sir, you got the scores right? Yeah, plus 10 for Lamarts and plus 10 for Young Horizons. Very good Pounce again. Direct for Julien Day School. Please kind of pass on the microphone. Yeah, I know, but yeah, okay. Now, so what fictional substance often used as a humorous term in engineering for something that's theoretically perfect but impossible to acquire became the central plot driver in James Cameron's Avatar, where it is used as a rare mineral humans want to extract from Pandora. Right? Fictional substance, obviously science related, but what was it called? Anybody bouncing? You can get clues from something that's theoretically perfect but impossible to acquire. I'm looking for a one word answer, obviously. So this element was called something. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nobody pouncing. Julien Day, go for it.
So plutonium.
Plutonium. No, plutonium is there, very much there. So it's not a fictional one. Yeah. Khalsa, please pass on the microphone.
Sir, vibranium. Vibranium.
Vibranium. Good try. No. Assembly of God chat. Just use the microphone. You'll pass. Okay. The Passonium, right? Okay. Sri Shikshatan. Not trying. Yeah. St. Paul's boarding. Something that's theoretically perfect but impossible to acquire. You can work out. It's even if you know your English well, you can work this out.
So pass.
Not okay. Lamats.
Pass.
Pass. Okay. St. Paul's Mission.
Pass.
Pass. Young Horizons.
Antimatter. Antimatter.
Antimatter. No, not really antimatter. It was your direct, right? Okay. Audience. Nobody has seen Avatar. Okay. Unobtainium, right? Could you audience prize for the gentleman right out there? This is unobtainium, right? How many of you seen Avatar? Come on, so you should have got this. Okay, direct again for Julien Day School because nobody got this. Again, direct for you. Could you have the microphone? Yeah, pass on. Although they proved to be a financial failure, they were the first devices which had the handwriting recognition technology and are considered as the technological forerunners of products the company is known for today. Which company made this personal digital assistant? It was appropriately named after whom? Which company and appropriately named after whom? Obviously, I give you a clue, it has to be a name of a very famous scientist. The field of invention and all, so one of those names which would come right up there. So that's a clue I gave you. And obviously the company, all of you know, all of you are possibly aspire to own products of this tech company. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nobody Pounce. Julien Day for you. Company and yeah, the scientist.
Is the company Apple, sir?
Okay, and scientist.
Alexander Graham Bell.
Okay.
Sir, company Motorola.
Motorola.
And scientist doesn't.
Sorry?
Doesn't know the scientist.
Okay. Motorola and?
So the company, is it Apple? And I don't know the scientist.
Okay.
Company Apple, and we don't have the idea of.
You're not using your mind actually. Well.
Company Alphabet, and we don't know about the name.
Okay. Lamats.
So Alexander Graham Bell.
Okay, and a company?
Company we're not fully sure of.
Okay. St. Paul's Mission?
Sir, Apple and Siri.
Apple and Siri. Okay. Siri is the name of the scientist. Okay.
Sir, Apple and Isaac Newton.
Has to be. Come on. If it's Apple, what it can be? Newton, obviously. So, plus 10 for Young Horizon School and plus 5 for Julien Day School. So, Apple is right up there, right? So, if you think of Apple, you only think of one scientist. Right? So, direct again for Julien Day School. Plus 10 for Young Horizons, plus 5 for Julien Day School. Could we have a big round of applause for both the teams? And the home team got yeah, right, okay. Great. Direct again for Julien Day. He is said to have invented tools as a saw, the axe and the gimlet, built labyrinth at Knossos and made wings with which he flew from Crete to Sicily. Thus, it is only appropriate that he lends his name to the journal published by MIT Press on behalf of the American Academy of Arts and Sciences. Who is he? Slightly a tougher one, so you have to think slightly. It's a mythological character, so possibly one of the tough question. Okay, great. Go for it. You're pouncing. Write down. Okay, cover it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nobody Pounce other than Lamats for boys. Okay, Julien Day.
Sir, Archimedes.
Not Archimedes. Good try. Go for it.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Not Da Vinci. I said it's a mythological thing. You're passing? Trying?
Hephaestus?
No.
So,
Not Archimedes. St. Paul's. Just keep passing, yeah. St. Paul's.
Sir, Copernicus.
Not Copernicus. Copernicus, come on, it's not mythology. Real life character.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Da Vinci, again, same thing. Okay. Yeah. Next time we'll pass to you again because nobody getting this. Okay, audience. Not Hercules. No. Very good answer. A chocolate should go to that girl right at the back. Extremely good answer. Daedalus. And La Martina for boys gets +10 for this superb answer. Right? Okay. Next question again for you. You're lucky. Identify this real life pioneer.
What are you doing here?
It's nice to see you too.
You could knock.
You know what I've got with me?
How would I know?
Pauling's manuscript.
All right.
All right.
Look, I really
mean,
wasn't.
Pauling's going to be publicly humiliated in 2 weeks when this thing is published, and you don't even want to see it?
Why would I want to see it?
To gloat, for one. You should see Bragg. He's walking on water these days. Linus isn't going to beat me this time. You see, he made some of the same mistakes Crick and I made. He's proposing a triple-stranded helix with the phosphates on the inside.
That's what this rush to publish does. It means our publications are littered with ridiculous mistakes.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, woman. Yeah, right. Obviously, again, related to science, very famous personality and... Okay, I'll try to go back. Wait. Yeah.
What are you doing here?
It's nice to see you too.
You could knock.
You know what I've got with me?
How would I know?
Pauling's manuscript.
All right.
All right.
Look, I really wasn't.
Pauling's going to be publicly humiliated in 2 weeks when this thing is published, and you don't even want to see it?
Why would I want to see it?
To gloat, for one. You should see Bragg. He's walking on water these days. Linus isn't going to beat me this time. You see, he made some of the same mistakes Crick and I made. He's proposing a triple-stranded helix with the phosphates on the inside.
That's what this rush to publish does. It means our publications are littered with ridiculous mistakes.
Okay, very famous scientific personality. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So happy to see 5 teams have Pounce. Yeah, please write down the answer. Yeah, which one? Okay. You also Pounce, right? Okay, let's see. Okay. Yeah, direct for Julien school.
Sir, Rosalind Franklin.
Rosalind Franklin, brilliant answer. Plus minus 10 for St. Paul's. Plus 10 for La Martini for boys. Very good answer again. Plus 10 for Julien de School. Minus 10 for Khalsa English High School. Minus 10 for AG Church, Tollygunge. And plus 10 for Sri Shikshatan. Khalsa minus 10. Minus 10. Yeah, Sri Shikshatan plus 10. Yeah. St. Paul's? No, they didn't answer. They didn't attempt. Okay, right? So, okay. So, direct for Khalsa English High School. The Government Food Analysis Laboratory, Gwindi, found cancer-causing chemical rhodomine B in certain samples, leading to them being banned. Now vendors are using rose milk essence to color their product and attract children. What item is this? If you know what color is rhodomine B and what kind of impact it creates, then you can work this out. And also just think the vendors are using rose milk essence to color their product and attract children. So what kind of products are being colored to attract the children, right? So look at them, think about them, and obviously it's an edible item because it's the Government Food Analysis Lab is controlling this. Government Food Analysis Laboratory, yeah, it's Indian government, right? So yeah, and it came also. It was in a newspaper sometime back. You can work this out even if you don't know this. There are loads of clues in the question itself. It's a chemical mixed with edible item, rose milk. So if it's being added to color their product, what product is colored, and it attracts children for sure. But obviously adults also have them. Okay, and I'm sure all of you have seen them enough and maybe eaten them also. Okay, direct for Khalsa English. Before that, we'll open for Pounce. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nobody pouncing. Khalsa English, go for it.
Saffron. Saffron.
Saffron. No, not saffron. Assembly of God Church. Sorry.
Cotton candy.
Right. Let's see the answer. Cotton candy indeed. +10. Brilliant answer again. So next time you have cotton candy, be careful about having that. It should not have the rhodomine B in it. So rhodomine B is actually your red and pink color, right? And it adds that color to that candy what you have, candy floss and all. Okay. Direct for Sri Shikshatan, +10 for Assembly of God Church, Toliganj. Direct for Shikshatan. He was confident of winning the Nobel Prize in Physics. Hence he stitched 17 suits altogether later to be worn on ceremonies, but was disappointed when the Nobel Prize went to Richardson in 1928 and to Brogley in 1929. He was so confident of winning the prize in 1930 that he booked tickets in July, even though the awards were to be announced in November. So obviously his invention was out in 1928. He was expecting to win this, but unfortunately he didn't win it in 28. 29 also he couldn't win it, but 30 obviously he was very sure, and he won it, right? So yeah, obviously if you know science, you should get this. Iconic person in the field of science. 5, 4, write down the answer. Whoever has Pounce here, please write down the answer here. Direct for Shikshatan. Wait for the Pounce to get close. Only 2 teams have Pounce. Let's see. Okay. Great. Okay, Shikshatan, go for it.
Heisenberg.
Heisenberg. No, Heisenberg. St. Paul's. Pass. Lamach. Schrodinger cat. As in Schrodinger. No. St. Paul's mission. C.V. Raman. Why so down? Right. Absolutely. This is indeed C.V. Raman. Why are you thinking of Heisenberg? And this is, I think, obviously iconic moment in the Indian of his the history of Indian science. So +10 for St. Paul's Mission School, +10 for Young Horizons School, and +10 for Khalsa English School. Could we have a big round of applause for them for getting this? Yeah, right. Excellent answering, and direct for Young Horizons again. Enrique Gaspar Y. Rimbaud's 1887 novel, El Anacrompete, don't expect me to pronounce that correctly, is generally regarded as having the first depiction of what kind of device in literature. A cover of an early edition of the novel depicts the object in question, which in instance of the book featured an iron box flanked by 4 pneumatic devices. Right? So look at the device, how it looked, and So first depiction of what kind of device in literature. Okay, and obviously it has some science connection for sure. Or rather, I give one more clue, science fiction. 5, 4, 3, 2. It's your direct, right? Yeah, they got the, it's your direct again. Yeah. They got the last one correct, right? So, yeah. So anybody else pouncing? Not pouncing? Not going for this. Yes.
So irony.
Irony. What's irony? Oh, okay. Achha, okay. No. Julien is cool.
So camera.
Not camera. Fiction. No.
So gramophone.
Not gramophone. Trying? Not trying? Not trying? It should always try. Yeah.
Printing press.
Printing press. Science fiction. Okay.
Time machine.
Time machine. Brilliant answer again. This is indeed a time machine by H.G. Wells. Plus 10 for La Martini for boys. Again, brilliant answer. Who worked this out? Both of you. Okay, you. Very good. Direct for St. Paul's Mission School. I think the last question of this.
কি বাদ গেছে সেটা আপনিই বলুন। আরে বাপরে, আসল জিনিসই তো বাদ। সায়েন্স, টেকনোলজি। আপনি শুধু ভাবছেন নেপচুনের কথা, ভয়েজারের কথা। আচ্ছা এটা ভাবুন তো, মানুষ নিরালম্ব বট বাঁদুরের অবস্থা থেকে হান্টিং, ফিশিং, এগ্রিকালচার, উইভিং, পটারি, জীবন ধারণের যাবতীয় উপাদান উদ্ভব করতে কি করে শিখলো? আরো আছে আর্কিটেকচার, একটি পর্ণকুটিরও স্থাপত্যের সাক্ষ্য বহন করে। আপনি ইগলু জানেন? এস্কিমোদের বাড়ি, তাতে দু রকম বরফ ব্যবহার হয় জানেন? এক ওপেক, অস্বচ্ছ, যা দিয়ে বাড়ির ছাউনি তৈরি হয়, আর দ্বিতীয় স্বচ্ছ, ট্রান্সপারেন্ট, যা দিয়ে বাড়ির চতুষ্কোণ জানলা তৈরি হয়। একে কি বলবেন? সায়েন্স নয়?
You will also find this kind of question in a science quiz, right? So, such a lovely example of about talking about the advantage of science in our life, and it obviously it's again an iconic movie by an iconic director. So 5, and even if you have not seen this movie, please go back and ask your parents to show you this movie. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nobody pouncing. Yeah. And we are still creating so much hue and cry about Bangla, Bengali. We get, yeah. So, Sense was mission, nobody pounced, so you're direct.
So the director is Satyajit Ray.
I don't need the director's name, I need the movie.
Bigyan Niye Khela.
Bigyan Niye Khela. Satyajit Ray will actually, I don't know, obviously he's not in a grave, so you won't be able to come up and pass. You're passing. Julien Day. It also mentioned about armadillo. Okay. Pass. Your teachers are waiting for you guys to pass, and they would love to answer.
Wild guess, but Gupika in Bhagavan?
Not Gupika and Bhagavan. Okay. Lamats. God. Okay, audience. Yes, sir. Agontuk, absolutely. This is indeed Agontuk. What happened? Got stuck somewhere. Freeze ho gaya. Okay. Let's look at the scores. Yeah. So currently we have La Martini for boys leading with 95 points, followed by Julien Day School Kolkata with 85 points. Yes, right. Okay. Young Horizon with 80 points on third place, followed by St. Paul's Boarding Day School with 50 points, and St. Paul's Mission with 50 points. Khalsa English with 40 points, Sri Shikshadan 40, and Assembly of Gorchat Tollygunge with 30 points. Okay, you can make your substitutions before the start of the next round if you want, and we'll only allow substitution once to happen. Okay, and the other thing is that in case of a tie in the final, the team with the highest prelim score will automatically win. Okay, so over to Anton, it's your round. Okay.
কি বাদ গেছে সেটা আপনিই বলুন।
Yes. So any substitution coming up? Okay, good. Could you have a big round of applause for the teams who are substituting? I think that's an innovation from Julien Day School. I think in recent times I have not seen this happening in any quiz. A big round of applause for the school to have thought out, to think about this. Thank you so much.
Okay, changes with Sri Shikshayatan, changes with St. Paul's Mission. Very good. You should start wearing jerseys with names at the back, you know, when you're doing all of these things. Okay, look, Lamartine has picked up tremendously in this round, leading the quiz 95. Okay. Good, we go to another simple round. It's a hard fought 10 questions, so another relaxing round. We'll do a long connect. You know what's a long connect? How many of you have played a long connect round? It's very simple. Very simple. There are 5 clues. If you get the answer in the first clue, you get the maximum number of points. If you get it in the last clue, you get the least number of points, right? So at any given point in time, if you think you know the answer, you can raise your hand and tell the answer. But there is a catch here. There is a plus as well as a minus, right? So if you get it wrong, you get a negative. So we see as we go forward. Your first clue in this round is Lake Siljan. Okay, if you can give me the long connect now, you get a plus 50. If you get it wrong, you get a minus 25. So that's your first clue of the long connect. This is Lake Siljan. If you think you have any idea on what this is going to connect to in the end, you want to give it a try, you can give it a try. There is some connect in the in the following slides that coming in. So if you want to take a wild guess, this is purely wild guess for the first slide. This is the second one, another lake. This is in Russia. If you give me a connect at this point in time, you get a plus 40 or a minus 20. One school can raise their hands only once. That is, they can try the connect only once. I need a very, very specific answer on what is, so don't come and give me they're all water bodies. So I'm not going to take that. There's some specific connect, of course, that I'm looking for. Okay, your third one, nobody trying in this. Your third one is this. This is a Manicouagan reservoir. It's in Quebec, called the Eye of Quebec. So you see all the 3 things now. Does it make any sense? Is there anything that connects the 3? Okay. One try. If you get a correct, you get a plus 30. If you get a wrong, it's a minus 15. I need a very specific answer. So if you know, raise your hand, write it down. Okay, Julien Day is taking a risk. It's a plus 30 or a minus 15. Where are you on the score sheet? Okay. Okay, let me see. Okay. So Julien Day gets a minus 15 on this. Didn't get it at the right time. I don't know whether it's a costly minus 15 at the end of the quiz. Anybody else trying at this point in time on the long connect? Nobody is trying. We go to another lake. This is Pinga-Luit, again in Quebec. Crystal Eye of Nunavik is what it is called. So you see there are 4 lakes that you have seen already. It's a plus 20 or a minus 10. So these are 4 lakes. Anything at this point in time, what the time to take a risk? Most of them are not raising their hands. So 4 lakes you have seen. Nobody trying right now. I'll go to number, you're in a science quiz, go to number 5. This is the Lonar Lake in India, in Maharashtra. You are trying. Of course, all of you can try in this one. All of you, just write down your answers. There's no negative, so I'll better check all of yours. So all of you should try on this. What is the connect between everything that you have seen? So let me see. Can you give me a little bit more? Oh, you're writing, okay. Okay, not right. You're not right. There's no negative, so you must try in this. Okay, plus 10 to Khalsa. Okay, no points. Shri Shikshayatan. Plus 10 to Shri Shikshayatan gets a plus 10. Do you have anything more? About this can be because of many reasons. Which is the reason? Just write it down. Whatever comes to mind. So plus 10 to St. Paul's boarding. Okay, anybody, audience? Who's going to give this? What is the connect between all the pictures that you saw, all the lakes that you saw? Okay, you've got something like, yes, right at the back. Go for it. And so there are different kinds of crater lake. This is a very typical kind. So these are all crater lakes. I can't give you half a chocolate because the other part is going to get spoiled. But yeah, these are all crater lakes made by meteors. So when the meteors crashed into the earth, these lakes were formed. Right? So these are all crater lakes, and you got all of them in the list. The 5 of them. So these are crater lakes formed by meteors. So at the end of this round, very short round, Shamrat comes back to do his set of 10. 60, 95. Lamartine leading still 95. Where is Julien? You have gone down to 70, is it? Okay. 80. Who's in on 80? Young Horizon. So not very far. 95, 80, 70. And then we have got 60 is St. Paul's boarding. So middle of the quiz, 20 more questions coming now. 10 from Shamrat, 10 from my end. This is the final part of the quiz. Let's fight it out.
Okay, Harry. So yeah, you can still do your substitution if you want. Beginning of any round, you can do substitution if you want. So Ankit seems to be very tense after getting that minus 15, right? So don't worry. I really encourage and appreciate quizzers who take risk in a quiz, because if you're not taking risk in your life also, you won't be able to, I think, outshine others. It's very important to take risk and fail and learn from those failures, right? Those are also skills which you need to learn. So, and most importantly, I think could you have a big round of applause for him? He looked absolutely tense because he's sitting in a home audience. So he's possibly thinking, when I'll go back, my classmates are going to just kind of hang me for this. So don't worry. So you have all the support, right? We'll go anti-clockwise, right, Anton? Yeah. Yeah, I think scores are right up here. Still Lamach leading with 95, followed by grass. Come on, how many tall grasses do you have? So bamboo, sugarcane, these are the very prominent ones. Okay, before I move on to my last question, again a big shout out to Principal Sir, the Director of the school, and all the dignitaries over here, the teachers who have come from other schools to support their children in such large numbers, and all the 17 schools who are participating in this. Really hats off to all of you for sitting through the entire quiz. Thank you so much for supporting this kind of initiative, and also big thank to Chirantan for approaching us to conduct this quiz. We really enjoyed a lovely stint together. Yeah. So the last one, St. Paul's Mission, you're direct. Let's look at the scores. Okay. Whose photo does Amir Khan show next? Science quiz. Okay.
दोस्तों, आज मैं तुम लोगों को एक कहानी सुनाऊंगा। एक लड़के की कहानी। एक लड़का था, मत पूछो किधर। वो पढ़ लिख नहीं पाता था। लाख कोशिशों बाद उसको रहता ना था याद कि y x के बाद आता था। अल्फाज उसके दुश्मन उसकी आंखों के सामने नाचते थे, डांस कर करके जी भर भर के बेचारे को सताते थे। लिखना पढ़ना थका देता उसको, दुखड़े अपने सुनाता वो किसको। भेजा फुल था, स्टार्टर गुल था, ऊपर से एबीसी डिस्को। फेल हो गया एक दिन बेचारा, पढ़ने लिखने के बोझ का मारा। लोगों ने उसे गधा बेवकूफ कहा, बच्चे ने सारा अपमान बहादुरी से सहा। फिर एक सवेरे उसने सोना उगला, थियरी जो सुनी जहां ने सारा जहां पिघला। बोलो बोलो कौन है वो?
Okay, only nobody has pounced so far. All of you have not seen this movie, or what? Okay. Yeah, sure. Right. Okay, great. Okay, right. Let's see. Okay. Direct for St. Paul's Mission School. I'm very surprised that the other team didn't pounce for this. Go for it.
Albert Einstein.
Albert Einstein, absolutely. This is Albert Einstein, and obviously you will also get this kind of questions in a science quiz. So, with this, St. Paul's Boarding and Day School plus 10, La Martini for Boys plus 10, St. Paul's Mission School plus 10, Young Horizons plus 10, and Sri Shikshayatan minus 10. Okay, we'll look at the scores before I hand over to Anton for the last round. So, okay, so currently La Martini for Boys leading with 135 points. Still, I think the gap of 35 points with Julien Day School with 100 points. St. Paul's Boarding Day School going steady after all those minuses, slowly catching up with 85 points. Young Horizon with 90 points. Khalsa English also getting close, 80 points. And two teams with 70, Shikshayatan and St. Paul's Mission. And Assembly of God Church with 50 points. I think still we have loads of questions coming up. Anybody can still win this quiz. Thank you so much.
Okay. Check the score. Last round of the quiz. 10 more questions, 100 points coming up. So if you look at the scoreboard, it's nothing actually. Whoever picks up more points in this round wins the quiz. Very, very close but great answering, folks. We'll do clockwise and anti-clockwise both. 5 questions will start from this side, the last 5 from this side. Great. Okay, we'll follow the same pounce and bounce format. Be very sure when you are pouncing. There are 2 parts to a question. You have to pounce, you give me both the parts. Yes. Otherwise, you don't get a point. I'll get a little strict in this round because this is the last round of the quiz. First question, but the questions are easy, I must say. Okay, first question to St. Paul's Boarding. In 1930, we are continuing with Einstein. Einstein asked X, "Do you believe in the divine as isolated from the world?" X replied, "Not isolated. The infinite personality of man comprehends the universe, and the truth of the universe is human truth." The scientist smiled. "Then I am more religious than you are." Now identify X, an apt question for a quiz on this day. So who is X? So everything written in this slide is important when it comes to the question of a quiz. So you can figure out and tell me who this person is. The pounce closes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's as topical as it gets. Yes, St. Paul's Boarding. Give me the answer.
Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking, pass on. La Martini for Boys.
Neil Bohr.
No. St. Paul's Mission.
Rabindranath Tagore.
Rabindranath Tagore, brilliant answer. And what is the connect? Why is it apt for today? Today is Baishe Strabon. So today is the death anniversary of Rabindranath Tagore. It's a tribute question from our side. And that's the Science Connect. Of course, he has more Science Connect. Brilliant answer, St. Paul's Mission. So that's Tagore on his death anniversary, a tribute question. Direct for Young Horizon School. 10 points to St. Paul's. That's it. Mission, by the way. Yeah. Oh, which animal evolved from an omnivorous species, has a 99% herbivore diet, but still retains a typical carnivorous digestive system. So that's where it has evolved from. That is its diet right now, but it's the digestive system is still carnivorous. So which animal is this? Okay, endangered animal, if that helps. Can take a shot on this. A name of the animal is very well known, parts of many quizzes. So Pounce closes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, Young Horizon.
Rhinoceros.
Dino what? Rhino, R. Okay, rhinoceros, no. Julien de?
Pass.
Passing.
Panda.
Specific?
Red panda.
Red panda. Okay, I'll give you a +10 to Khalsa. This is the, of course, this is the giant panda, but red panda also has the similar system. So this is giant panda, red panda. Pandas give you a +10. So Khalsa gets a +10. Very interesting. Pandas actually evolved from bears, and they now have bamboo shoots primarily, but their digestive system is still carnivorous. Okay, so that's a very interesting, very well cracked, Khalsa, direct for Assembly of God Church. The military originally had no intentions of opening the system to the public, but something happened in 1983 when a particular Korean passenger jet strayed from its intended route into Soviet prohibited airspace. Realizing the system, could have prevented such a thing, President Ronald Reagan in 1983 opened it up. Now what is this system? Now an integral part of our daily life. So try and understand that there was a particular flight which has strayed from its path and therefore went into the Russian space, airspace, and whatever happened because of that, Ronald Reagan said, okay, let's open up a particular system so that everybody can benefit from it, and such a thing might not happen in the future, right? So what is it? Direct for Assembly of God Church, and one team is pouncing St. Paul's, something that's part of all of our lives. Yes, Khalsa, you're pouncing. Very good. St. Paul's, you're pouncing. Closing Pounce in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Two teams have pounced, others playing safe. Okay. Okay, this is direct for Assembly of God Church. Tell me the answer.
Sir, GPS.
GPS gives you a +10. Very simple. This is GPS. +10 to Assembly of God Church, +10 to Khalsa High School, -10 to St. Paul's Boarding. Okay, so that's GPS is what it is. So if there was GPS, this wouldn't have happened at that point in time. There was, of course, but it was only for the military, US military. Okay, direct for and direct for Sri Shikshayatan. What in Hogwarts can be debated as taking decisions based on AI personality prediction, psychological profiling and decision algorithms, much like AI-based recruitment tools? Pounce, full house on this. We have not had a full house in this quiz. So Pounce closes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 teams have pounced. Okay, let's see. One is Assembly of God Church. You pounce? Yes, of course you pounce. Yes, of course you pounce. Okay, direct for Sri Shikshayatan. What is your answer?
So, the hat which segregated them into the houses, the talking hat.
The talking hat, but I give you a +10. I'm not that bad a quiz master. +10 to Sri Shikshayatan, +10 to you have pounced, right? +10 to Assembly of God Church, +10 to Julien Day School. They've picked up a +10. +10 to La Martiniere for boys, and +10 to St. Paul's Boarding. Of course, this is the sorting hat. This is the sorting hat, and that's what you can call it the AI of Hogwarts in that sense. Hogwarts also has a GPS, right? You remember that map, right? Yeah, of course. Great. So direct for are we here? St. Paul's, is it? Yes. Last of the clockwise. Among various researches being done in epigenetics, one is to understand ways in which external events around a pregnant mother can impact the health of a fetus, right? So if there's something happening around a mother, that affects the health of the fetus. Now, keeping this in mind, which classic early 80s work of fiction can be connected with this, where we find that an external event had a direct impact on an entire population of babies born between 12 and 1 am on 15th of August 1947. So, which novel is that? Of course, it has a connect with the epigenetics research that is currently happening. So, which novel is that? Pounce closes in 5 for a very, 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 very popular novel, winner of Booker Prize, if I'm not wrong. Okay, Pounce closes. This is your direct. Which novel? Passing on. Le Martiniere. Passing. St. Paul's Mission. Passing. Julien, do you have an answer? You were writing down something. You can try. Oh, okay. Event. Yeah. Khalsa. Nobody worked it out. Assembly of God Church. Sri Shikshayatan. Go to the audience on this. You could have, anybody worked out this answer? Yes. Beautiful, beautiful answer. Give him a chocolate for Midnight's children. Midnight and children, very simple. It's as simple as it can be. But of course, this is Midnight's Children by Salman Rushdie. It's a very, very interesting way to put science into literature. But that's what it is. It is not as difficult as you all made it look like. But the clue was right there. It's Midnight and Children. Okay, we go anti-clockwise from here. Sri Shikshayatan, your set of 5. But before that, can I look at the scores? Where are we? 145, 110, 100 is where the fight is. And 90, that's precisely where they're fighting. So that's Le Martiniere. 145 leading. Yes, Julien de 110. Khalsa 100. Very, very close, the two teams. And 90 just beside them, Young Horizon. So it's all happening right here as I see. And then we have a team, St. Paul's 85, not very far. St. Paul's Mission on 80 again, along with Sri Shikshayatan. So not very far, each one of you have a chance to win this quiz. Lamats, you have to play very, very, very strategically correct if you have to be on top. Okay, last 5 questions of the quiz. We start from Sri Shikshayatan this time. Okay, in 2001, Henry Wimmerkist used heart rate monitors to find that the ones at the back had slower heart rates than those in the front, right? Few years later, Stephen Portugal used data loggers to reveal that it was happening exactly as theoretical simulations. So what was it? That around a meter behind the one in front and another meter off to the side. Right? Just imagine what it is. Something that can only be seen in the sky is an energy conserving mechanism. What is it that science is trying to understand? In recent news, this has been. It's just been there 3 days before, 3 to 4 days ago in newspapers, right? Something that science has been trying to understand. Keywords, look at it. It says that heart rate monitors were installed, and therefore they found that the ones at the back had slower heart rates than the ones in the front. So of course we're talking about something here. And second, that one is a meter behind and on the side of the other. So there is something happening in the sky, something to do with energy conserving. It's a mechanism to conserve energy. And this is something that science has been trying to find out how this happens. It's one of those wonders that happen in nature. And science is trying to understand it, and this is where it has reached till far. Very recent findings. I think this week or last week, I think it was published. So Sri Shikshayatan, your direct, nobody pouncing. Something that all of you have seen, by the way, in the sky. Okay, Sri Shikshayatan. Think out of the box, collateral, too many keywords, work it out. If required, you can start drawing also. Okay, Sri Shikshayatan. Let me see what comes to your mind.
Quasars. Quasars.
And?
Quasars and wait.
Okay, passing. Assembly of God Church.
So neutron stars.
Neutrons. Okay. Khalsa.
Sir, pass.
Passing.
Sir, UFO.
UFO. Okay. Heart rates in UFO. Okay. I hope they put what data loggers and heart rate monitors on UFO.
Pass.
Pass.
Passing, not trying. No negatives. You could have tried leading the quiz. Passing, it was your direct. Okay. You know, whenever you're a science student, you need to ask the right questions. Anybody in the audience trying on this? Yes. Electromagnetism, right there at the back. Are you raising your hand? Oh no? Okay. Oh no, you can, of course. Anybody here? Any of the teachers? Yes? Beautiful, beautiful crack in the V shape. The question is very simple. Birds flying in V shape. The front bird, they were as you see the question, there were heart rate monitors on the birds. Beautiful answer. Give him a chocolate. Give him 2 if that helps. But you see the slower heart rates at the back, and then of course 1 meter behind, 1 meter on the side. That's how the birds fly in V shape, and it's still not very well described by science. More research is happening on this, right? So that's where science is, and all of you have a chance to answer such very simple questions using science. Great. Direct for Sri Shiksha again. Nobody got this. Okay, apart from pioneering work in 2 transformation devices, X has also invented all of these. You can read all of these. Who is X? Think out of the box. He might not be famous, but he is very popular, if that helps as a clue. Even after doing all of this, he was never thought of getting a Nobel Prize. He will never ever be. He'll never get a Nobel for doing all of this, but then of course he's done so many things. Extremely popular, favorite are the words that you can put with him. But go for it. Go for it, Sri Shikshatan. Nobody pouncing on this. Okay, he has a hearing problem, if that helps. Think out of your book or think inside the book, whatever helps. Yes. You're direct. Give me a name. Leonardo da Vinci. Okay. Passing.
Nikola Tesla.
Tesla, okay. Think.
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs.
Pass.
Passing, everyone. Okay, now when you come to lateral thinking and science, anybody in the audience getting this one? When I give you the answer, you will say, oh, I knew this, right? One of those questions. This is Professor Cuthbert Calculus. This is Professor Calculus. Look back at whatever he has done. I told you he is very favorite. He might not be a very famous scientist, but he's very, very favorite. So that's Cuthbert Calculus. And that's your question in a science quiz. So think. It's not about only direct science. Okay, direct for Assembly of God Church. Around 9 million years ago, a fateful hybridization occurred in the Andes Mountains, where wild X plants were bred with Y-like plant called Ituberosum, right? Alone, neither plant had the genes to make tubers, but together they could grow the feature. The tubers allowed Y to survive in the Andes' unforgiving habitat and spread across the world. Identify X and Y recently in news due to findings of a research on the evolution of Y. X and Y you know very well, by the way. So there are 2 plants, and it's part of your daily life, by the way, X and Y. It's something not very obscure. But if you have been following newspapers, you have been following what's happening in the world of science very recently. This is, I think, day before yesterday. Direct for Assembly of God Church. What is X and Y? Keywords, of course, I'll give you. This is etuberism. Tubers are important words that you can think about. Think about plants and tubers, you'll probably get X and Y. It's as simple as that. Okay, Assembly of God Church, go for it. X and Y.
Is Y potatoes?
And X?
X will.
Okay.
Sir, potato and onion.
Sir, potato and beetroot.
Okay.
Sir, potato and
Sir, potato and pumpkin.
Potato and tomato.
Potato and tomato gives you a plus 10. So plus 10 to St. Paul's boarding, plus 10 to Assembly of God Church, plus 10 to plus 5 to Assembly of God Church, sorry, plus 5 to Assembly of God Church for potatoes, and plus 10 to St. Paul's boarding for putting them together. They have said first. You have just heard it and said. So very, very simple. So that's tomatoes and potatoes. So potatoes came from tomatoes. So, and this is a research currently on, day before yesterday. Go and check your newspapers, it's there. Okay, direct for, and with this, where do you reach? Do we have scores? Yes, 2 more questions to go. So 95 St. Paul's, very, very close, St. Paul's boarding. 145 still leading the quiz. Now Martinia for boys, St. Paul's Mission on 80, Young Horizon on 90. Julien Day 110, you need the last 2 points, Julien Day. 100 for Khalsa and 75 Assembly of God Church, 80 Sri Shikshayatan. Okay, whose question this is? This is Sri Shikshayatan, your direct. Recently concluded India-England 5th test. In the commentary box, it's Harsha Bhogle and who? An IIT.
While the game develops over there, we got a surprise guest in our commentary box. All of you know about him. All of you use his products. Delighted to have.
So nice to be with you, Harsh. It's a real pleasure.
I don't know how many people are aware of your deep love for cricket.
Yeah, I mean, I just ran into Sunny in the hallway, and I used to have a poster of him growing up. And so,
serious?
Yeah, Gavaskar was the main one, and then I was a big Sachin fan. First of all, what a series has been. I've loved the fight from both teams. It's what Test cricket is all about. Anytime you think somebody has the upper hand, the other team is fought back. At this point, I'd put money on a 2-2. So
I must compliment you because you're not a born broadcaster, but you paused as soon as the bowler was running in, and as soon as the shot was played, you picked it up again, which is the first discipline that we learned.
Okay, direct for Sri Shikshayatan. Whose voice?
So this is... no, we don't know the Rohit Shukla.
Rohit Shukla. Passing, you have pounced. You have not pounced. Okay. Give a plus 10 to Young Horizon. So Young Horizon is on 100, right? You are on 110. You still want to pass it or want to give it a shot?
Vikram Masi.
Okay, good try. Okay.
Sir, Ravi Shastri.
They're playing very, very safe. Passing. Okay. Audience, yes. Sundar Pichai. Very good. So that's Sundar Pichai. So plus 10 to Young Horizon, I have said. Plus 10 to Khalsa English. And nobody else pounced, right? You have also not pounced. So Khalsa and Young Horizon gets a plus 10 in this question. So Khalsa goes to 85, is it? Or what, 75? Khalsa 110. Julien Day 110. Young Horizon 100. Okay. This is close. Very, very close. Who's direct this is? Sri Shikshayatan, you're direct again. Nobody got Sundar Pichai. Okay, that's Sundar Pichai, of course, doing commentary. Last question of the quiz. Aini Akbari is believed to have the first ever mention of which popular traditional Indian recipe that relies on few key scientific principles to achieve its unique, dense and creamy texture. These include concentrating milk through evaporation, utilizing the Maillard reaction for flavor development, and employing a salt ice bath to freeze the mixture rapidly and prevent large ice crystal formation. Khalsa going for a pounce, Julien Day going for a pounce. Direct for Sri Shikshayatan. Okay, let me see the pounce here. Okay. Where are you? St. Paul's boarding gets a plus 10, so they are on 105. Okay, that's Khalsa. And you're not, what? Where is your answer? They have pounced. Of course you have pounced. You are not, you cannot. I've closed. You have to give me an answer. Yes, yes, I'll give you 5 seconds to work out the answer. Last question, and it's very tight. So to make it interesting, Khalsa gets a plus 10. So Khalsa is at 120. Okay, I keep it here. Closed. Direct for Shri Shikshayatan. Your answer?
Kulfi.
So Julien Day has written Kulfi. They get a plus, minus. Plus 10 to Julien Day, plus 10 to Shri Shikshayatan. That's a last question clincher from Julien Day. Worth taking the pounds. You would have not got this 10 otherwise, I must tell you. Where are we in this quiz at the end of? Khalsa has got a plus 10 already. Yeah. Okay, so finishing the quiz with 145, playing very safe in the last round is La Martiniere for boys. For all the hard work they've done in the first few rounds, they had a pretty decent last round, just relaxing. On 120 are two teams, that's Julien Day and Khalsa English. Will break the tie from your prelim score, so automatically somebody will be second and somebody third. And not very far on 100, Young Horizon, very well tried. And St. Paul's boarding on 105, well done. And this is where are we? Okay. Khalsa and Julien Day. So Khalsa, of course, becomes, whose tie was it? Khalsa and Julien Day, is it? So Khalsa would be second, Julien Day would be third. So very simple. So Khalsa finishes second in the quiz, Julien Day finishes third in the quiz. But thank you, say thank you to me for that last push, yeah. You should have gone for the pounds, you didn't have a choice. But yeah, thank you very much to all the teams. Can we have all of you here for a quick photograph with the quiz masters, and if the principal sir would love to come over for a quick photograph. All of you please come here. So all of you in the dugout, the students who couldn't make it as a substitute also, please come here for the photograph. We would want to have all of you. Can we have the lights on, please? Anyways, not going to the larger price distribution. What a wonderful quiz we had. Great participation. So get into the frame, all of you, please. These are all students who are trying to do great in science, and I wish to see you guys in quizzes, not only as participants but also as questions sometime.
Hello, check.
We've almost come to the end of the event. Now, before we close, I would request our Director of Education, Mr. Terence Johns, to finish up the event and give a closing address.
So from morning we have come down to afternoon. So good afternoon, dear children. So many of you had come, and that's what makes any competition a winner. So it's not the question about which team has won. It is quiz that has won. You all had come to take part in this competition, which you all did it with great enthusiasm. And at the end, the result is there. But yes, as we always say, all of you are winners. You all had tried your best, and when we had the prelims round, we saw how close it was. I would extend my thanks to all the principals of the 17 schools who sent their representations today. So please take our regards to them, please, and to all the accompanying teachers for coming and gracing this occasion, accompanying your children, and it's a big encouragement for them as well as for us. This is the first time that Julien Day School has hosted a quiz competition, and we wanted that it should be different from what usually it happens, so we zeroed on science quiz. Why do you think that the concept had come that we should be having a science quiz? The reason is you all are young students who are preparing for board examinations as well. Science plays a very important and crucial role in our everyday life. Whether we are studying history, literature, sociology, psychology, somewhere or the other, science has come in. Today's question also, if you see, questions were blended with cricket, but science was there. You were having geography, science was there. So in whichever way and direction you look into, we find science involvement. And that is why we wanted this to happen. We are very thankful to the two quiz masters who did the job so well, and they should receive a very loud round of applause. Very students friendly. They never terrorized you all with some very difficult questions, but always helped you all with different leads. Many of you took the lead and scored. And that is why the score line suggests that each school did score well. There is no points you see which is below 80, which itself shows that the quiz is the winner today. So congratulations to the winners, and a very big thank you to all the participants who had come. God bless you all.
Once again, we will like to have our Director of Education on stage. First, we will give away the participation certificates. The first school is Young Horizons School. The team can come up on stage for their participation certificates. I would request our Director of Education, Mr. Terence Johns, to give away the certificate. Can we beg? Thank you, Young Horizon. Next we have Saifi Golden Jubilee English Public School. The team can come up on stage. Can we have a big round of applause in the hall, please? Thank you. Next we have Seventh Day Adventist Senior Secondary School. Can we have you on stage, please? Thank you so much, sir. Next, I would like to call upon stage our trustee member, Mr. Joshua Broughton. Next, we have St. Paul's Mission School. Can we have you on stage, please? Thank you. Sir, you please could, if you could stay back. We have St. Paul's Boarding Day School. St. Paul's Boarding Day School. Please come on stage. Thank you. Next we have the Bhawanipur Gujarati Education Society School. Can we have you on stage, please? Thank you so much, sir, for doing the honors. Next, I would like to call on stage our respected principal, sir, to give away the prizes. The next school that comes on stage is St. John's Diocesan Girls High School. Next we have Assembly of God Church School, Tollygunj. Thank you. We have Shri Shikshayatan School. Can we have them on stage, please? The hall is too silent. Can we have a big round of applause for the schools, please? Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to call our Vice Principal ma'am on stage to give away the participation certificates. We will have Julien de Kollani on stage, please. Thank you. Ma'am, please stay on stage. We will have Julien de Gonganagor on stage, please. I would like to call our junior coordinator, sir, Mr. Stanley Pachaya. Can we have you on stage, sir, please? Can we have St. Xavier's Collegiate School, Kolkata on stage, please? Next, we will have Union Chapel School on stage, please. Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to call Mrinal sir on stage, please. Mrinal Maiti sir, can you please come on stage? We will have Julien Day School Howrah on stage, please. Okay, so finally, the 3 position holders will go from the back. In 3rd position, we have Julien Day School, Kolkata. Big round for Julien Day School, Kolkata. The teams will not come on stage. I would like the team to go to our beloved Mr. Joshua Broughton. He will give away the certificates there. Thank you, sir. Thank you, students. In the second position, we have Khalsa English School. Can you please come on stage? I would request our chairman, sir, to come on stage to give the prizes. The accompanying teacher, if you could come on stage with them. Thank you so much, sir. Now for the first position holder, we have Lamartine for boys. The team will not come on stage, but will straight away go to our managing trustee, Madam Mrs. S.E. Broughton, and you will receive your certificates and trophies there.
Okay, congratulations, Lamartine for boys. Since you have lifted the shield, we would like to hear from one of the team members. We would like you to share your experience with us.
Thank you, ma'am. First and foremost, I would like to thank Julien Day School. I would like to thank Julien Day School for organizing this quiz. It was an amazing experience over here, and a thank you to the quiz masters for conducting the quiz. Like me, Siddharth, Vihan, all three of us really enjoyed this quiz, and it was a new quiz for us because we don't see many science quizzes in Kolkata. So thank you so much, and we had a great time.
Thank you, boys. We will begin with the vote of thanks, requesting Mr. S. Das to start the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon to all of you present here. Finally, we have come to an end of this event, Grace Julien Memorial.
Hello, check.
Good afternoon to all of you present here. Finally, we have come to the end of this event, Grace Julien Memorial Inter-School Science Quiz Competition 2025. Now I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude towards the pillar of this institution, our managing trustee, Mrs. S.E. Broughton, for her constant support in all activities of the JDS family. I would like Devin Baptist to please felicitate S.E. Broughton, ma'am. I would also like to extend my heartfelt gratitude towards our chairman, Mr. J.G. Broughton, and special thanks to our trustee member, Mr. Joshua Broughton, Director of Education and Development, Mr. Terence John. I would like to thank the quiz masters, Mr. Shomrat Shengupto and Anton Mukherjee. A big thanks to all the participating school principals for sending their teams, participants and the accompanying teachers. A special thanks to the sponsors, Ogni Infotech and Print Solution. Lastly, a special thank to Madhuban Publication House. I am grateful to the Science Committee members of JDS Kolkata for arranging this event. A special mention to Mr. Mrinal Maiti. It was his idea to host this event along with the Science Department teachers. Finally, I would like to thank Principal Mr. Siddhartha De, Vice Principal Mrs. Joyita Chatterjee, and Coordinator Mr. Stanley Pashaya, along with the entire teaching, the Accounts Department, IT Department, Front Office, and the non-teaching staff of JDS Kolkata. Thank you very much.